Today, we're going to meet a real heavyweight champion. And no, I'm not talking about a boxer. I'm talking about an element from the periodic table with some of the most, well, extreme properties on the entire planet. So let's get right into it. All right, I'm going to start us off with a question. What do you think is the densest, naturally occurring thing on Earth? Like, if you held a small piece of it in your hand, what substance would just feel shockingly heavy for its size? Is it some kind of rock? Maybe a type of wood? Well, let's find out. The answer to that little puzzle is actually a single, very special element. So it's time to pull back the curtain and meet our planet's true heavyweight champion. And the winner is a metal called osmium. Now, you've probably never heard of it like you have gold or iron, but trust me, when it comes to density, osmium leaves everything else in the dust. So just how dense are we talking here? The official number is 22.6 grams per cubic centimeter. Now, to put that into perspective, that's more than twice as dense as lead. Yeah, you heard that right, twice. A number like that is kind of hard to picture, so let's try to visualize what it actually means. So this is basically what that density looks like in the real world. A tiny little cube of osmium can easily outweigh a much, much larger piece of a lighter material. The bottom line is pretty simple. Size for size, nothing on Earth packs more weight. Seriously, just try to imagine holding a small piece of it in your hand. The weight would be absolutely startling. It would feel almost, well, unnaturally heavy for its size, totally unlike any other metal you've ever handled before. Okay, so being extremely dense is its main claim to fame. But that's not osmium's only strange quality, not by a long shot. It also has a characteristic you'd never, ever expect from a metal. And the clue is actually hidden right there in its name. You see, the name osmium comes from the ancient Greek word osme, which literally means odor or smell. Now, why on earth would you name a hard, dense metal after a smell? Well, that question takes us right back to how it was discovered. The story goes like this. Back in the early 1800s, chemists were dissolving platinum ore in acid, and they kept finding this black, kind of mysterious residue left over. And this stuff, it had a really strange, pungent smell. Finally, in 1804, a chemist named Smithson Tennant figured it out. This wasn't just some gunk, it was a brand new element. And he named it for the one thing he just couldn't forget, that smell. And there you have it. The densest metal on Earth gets its name because, under the right conditions, it actually smells. See, when powdered osmium reacts with the air, it can give off a really strong odor. I mean, that has to be one of the most unique origin stories on the entire periodic table. Okay, so we've established osmium is incredibly dense and surprisingly smelly. But what other tricks does it have up its sleeve? What other extreme properties does it have? And what do we actually use it for? It's like osmium's whole personality is just extreme. It's a bluish-gray metal that is not just hard, but extremely hard, and also pretty brittle. It has a ridiculously high melting point, over 3,000 degrees Celsius. And just to top it all off, it's one of the absolute rarest elements in the Earth's crust. So what do you do with a metal that's not only this extreme, but also incredibly rare and hard to work with? Well, you give it very specific, very high-performance jobs. Its incredible hardness makes it perfect for alloys that absolutely cannot wear down, like the tips of those really nice fountain pens, or critical electrical contacts. Its compounds are even used in microscopy as a special stain to help us see the tiniest biological details. So let's just put it all together here. We've got dense, smelly, rare, and incredibly hard. What does the final profile of this truly remarkable element look like? So here it is, the official ID card for osmium. Its symbol is O, its atomic number is 76, it's classified as a transition metal, and it was discovered by Smithson Tennant all the way back in 1804. It's a nice, tidy summary for one of the absolute strangest elements out there. You know, when you really look at an element like osmium, the densest, one of the hardest, and named after a smell, it just shows you how strange and wonderful the basic building blocks of our world can be. It really makes you wonder, what other elemental secrets are still out there just hiding in plain sight?